Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
Minus 50. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Big grip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Stop your whining.
2nd and 2. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Let's go now.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Down. 90 Wolf.
You don't want this. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read.
You don't want nothing. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Shoot.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And less than a yard.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Value 3.
Now Goff on first down. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Cut. 20.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Slams.
Hey, kill.
Check 3.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. It's Hines, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early
because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Now.
2nd and 3. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
SOS.
Gone. Big grip.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Greedy Williams picks it off. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run on first down. Hines, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I got it.
Hey, Delta.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Set, ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Roll out.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Returning it is Moore. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Hey, Wahoo.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. And now this is intercepted, my goodness. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw here. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. On first down, Hines. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Third down.
Like playing Super 1.
Nightmare. Check. 53's mine.
Here's Goff. And he's got his target. That's Moore. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
DC. 53's the mic.
From the red zone now, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another carry now for Gurley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
We go cut. 180. You better be afraid of me. Four now. Check.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Check.
They run again with Hines. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
180.
Ready?
Super.
Everyone got four down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Number 53.
Back to throw. Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Snags it for the pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
General West.
Wide. Get wide. Check safety. Out.
Be crippled.
A run for Nick Chubb. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Watch the boot.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Not today.
Yes.
He's mine.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Get that quarterback. Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Five.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Haywood.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Hines. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. It's a gain of 35.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The quick slant caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Hey, high 7.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, orbit. Say go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Team spill. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down. 50's the money.
Look, squeeze. Come to Wild World. We want it. Now.
2nd and 13. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's gone. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
On the ready.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Five. On the ball.
Like 50. Watch the run.
Now back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Long, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, it's Hines. A gain of 8 and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
Check out tonight. 180.
53 is mine.
I got him.
Kill. Watch the edge.
They'll run on first down. Hines. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for L.A., the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.